Good afternoon and welcome to the finals of the Men's Epee British Championships. And on the left here today we have Choong, recently returned from Tokyo and off the back of his gold medal in pentathlon. And he's up against Johnston from Edinburgh Fencing Club. And Callum starting there with his signature move, the flesh. And for those of you new to epee, this is a point weapon. Both athletes trying to score hits by hitting each other anywhere on the body, and when they both hit each other at the same time, that's called a double, and we saw that there. And both fencers score a hit. Both fencers today, they're going to be looking for very similar moves. That's Joe attempting a flesh, but parried onto the ground. The referee annuls the hit. No point is scored. Both fencers had relatively easy journeys into the final today. Callum only losing his very first fight in the pools. And Joe also dropped one match in the pool. Relatively cautious start from both fencers. They're going to be looking to pick up the distance and timing to get that single light flesh on. So the flesh is where you'll see the arms going out first, and the back foot will come in front of the front foot. Callum on the right here, this is his he's going for his third title. He won the championships in 2016 and again in 2018. And reigning champion James Fruin went out earlier. And of course in 2020 we didn't have the competition due to COVID restrictions. So you see there Joe, he attempted his flesh. This time it was parried by Callum. Fencers are now pushing. Joe's behind. You can see he's pushing Callum, trying to get that distance and timing. And another flesh from Callum, extending his lead. So we're still in the first period of, which is 3 minutes. So epee, we have 3 times 3 minutes with a minute's break in between each. And if the scores are equal after 9 minutes, there's an extra minute of fencing. A double there. Now at this stage, doubles are exactly what Callum is after. He can just sit on his comfortable 4-hit lead and look to extend that to 15. So the pressure is really on Joe here to score single lights. Referee today, Joel Pap, experienced referee. Normally to be found refereeing on the FIE circuit, which is the International Fencing Federation circuit. So Callum at this stage well in control of this bout. He's extended his lead. It's looking very, very comfortable for him. But he's not sitting back, he's moving in, he's looking to pick up the doubles, keeping the momentum going. If he can close this down in the last 30 seconds of the first period, that Means Joe hasn't had the opportunity to get tactical input from his coach. A little bit of a lazy step forward there by Callum, and that gave Joe the timing to get a single light. It's a risky strategy, just going for a direct hit. You've got to be exceptionally good timing to get that single light. It's quite easy for Callum to stick his arm out and get that double. And both fencers can see the time running down there as they go back to their coaches. So going into this minute break, Callum Johnston has a comfortable lead over Joe Choong. Callum is getting advice and input from Andy Alderman, his coach at Edinburgh Fencing Club. And Joe is getting advice from his pentathlon fencing coach. So we're into the second period of 3 minutes. It's a second of 3. However, with a scoreline like this, it's looking likely that this fight will be closed out in the next 3 minutes. Callum coming in and pushing off go. He is keen to build on the momentum that he got in the first 3 minutes, and he's really not giving Joe an opportunity to get comfortable. Go. That's absolutely tactically Callum's game. Very nicely executed, well-timed flesh, and you can see how he's using his body to feint with the movements to confuse Joe and pick up on that timing so he can extend his arm into the flesh and get that one light. You can see Callum dancing in and out, body feinting, and that's making it just a little bit harder for Joe to pick up the timing. Joe knows he has to push. Callum only needs 2 more hits. And a flesh from Joe, single light. One more hit from Callum and he will win his 3rd national title. Joe still working. Excellent timed extension, but he knows he's got his work cut out for him. So Callum pushed in, he just got a little bit too close with that, allowing Joe to pick up the blade and power through. So whilst Callum's going to be pushing to get his last hit, he can't afford to get too close. Joe's still got a strong defence, but you can see how keen Callum is to finish this off. He's pushing. So the referee's not giving that. Joe actually went off the piste, and when you go off the piste and then you hit your opponent, it doesn't count. So the referee resets them and the scores remain the same. Very, very nicely timed action from Joe. What you see here is some very, very classic epee. It's all about the distance and timing. that flesh, pushes it through, and Callum Johnston is the 2021 Men's Epee National Champion. So Callum Johnston, third-time national champion. Congratulations. How do you feel?
On top of the world. I can't believe it. I just want to thank my girlfriend back home, my family, and the Edinburgh Fencing Club for all they've done. I'm so happy. Thank you to them.
So Callum, I understand that it wasn't all plain sailing. I think you might have dropped a fight early on. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yes, I was quite slow at the beginning of the day. Just wasn't ready, so struggled through it and got on a run by the end of the pool. So once I got through the pool, I felt quite confident going forward after that.
And in the final, you were up against an Olympic champion. However, you made swift work of him with your fleshes. Again, what was that like?
Yeah, Joe's such a good fencer. I know he's a great pentathlete as well, but he's so difficult. He's got such an unbelievable attack, so it's just trying to make the fight go quick because he's so much fitter than me. So credit to Joe. It's a really good performance from him.
And what's up next? Are you going internationally? Will we be seeing you representing Great Britain abroad in the foreseeable future?
I hope to, if you guys pick me, hopefully. yeah, I will be doing that.
Excellent. Thank you very much.